I love Broadway and the people that make the magic happen. I follow so many Broadway stars and producers and folks in the industry. Many of them are my friends, and I was surprised that this story has become pretty mass. I thought it would just be niche in the Broadway community, so let's talk about it. Nicole Scherzinger is currently starring on Broadway, making her debut in the new revival of Sunset Boulevard. And many in the Broadway community were outraged and upset over some of her social media interactions. What happened? Well, a few posts have started to go viral that unearthed things that she liked and commented on. For example, she liked a photo that Diddy's account posted of his daughter. Okay. All right. Okay, fine. Not really fine, but... Also, she liked a post from Robert F. Kennedy Jr. A post that read, "Yes, Russell Brand, Tucker Carlson, I will restore free speech, end the forever wars, and protect children's health once we get real Donald Trump back in the White House." And Broadway folks have also been sharing posts from Nicole's family, who are proud Trumpers. And Nicole commented on a post from Russell Brand. Celebrating Donald Trump's victory, Katy Perry's ex-husband uploaded a picture on social media of him holding a red MAGA hat and said, "God bless America." But instead of saying "Make America Great Again," the hat says "Make Jesus First Again." Make Jesus first again. Nicole saw that post from Russell Brand and commented, quote, "Where do I get this hat?" I have a lot of thoughts, and maybe my opinions on this might surprise you. But before I share them, let me tell you what Nicole has just shared herself. Obviously, word got back to her that many in the Broadway community, and now also others, especially gay people, and many, just a lot of loud voices have been very upset with that, interaction over the hat and all of her other social media interactions. And she shared the following message. Nicole writes, quote, "I deeply apologize for the hurt caused by my recent engagement with some social media posts. When I commented on these posts, I made the mistake of not realizing that they could be easily interpreted as being politically related, and I apologize to anyone who understandably reached that conclusion. Many presumptions are being drawn which do not reflect who I am, what I stand for, or who I voted for. Many of the marginalized communities feeling hurt and concerned by the result of the presidential election are people I care about most. I stand with them as I always have throughout my life and career. If you know me, you know that. Like so many others, in times of adversity and uncertainty, I turn to my faith. I believe that the posts I engaged with were about encouraging people to choose love and faith, putting Jesus first. For me, Christ embodies peace, compassion, hope, and above all, unconditional love, especially for those who may feel it the least right now. I come from a place of love, and I will always support values that bring us closer together. It's so important we come together with compassion and love one another more now than ever. All right, where do I begin? Let me start off with saying I am less troubled by her possibly being a MAGA supporter and more troubled by her engaging with content from Diddy and Russell Brand, two men accused of raping women. And actually, I'm not bothered by her possibly being a MAGA supporter. What I am bothered with is the opposite. Let me explain. I love my show, people. Broadway is a bubble. It is filled with overwhelmingly liberal voices. And that's fine. That's awesome. That's great. And within that, there are some exceptionally loud, far left voices. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, and some within the far left, and even just the general liberal voices, have become so intolerant. And not just of Nicole Scherzinger. Recently, Zachary Levi, who has starred on Broadway, I saw him in a musical a while ago, it might have been 10 years ago now. Zachary Levi endorsed Donald Trump, and many in the Broadway community were disowning him, canceling him, talking so much smack about him. Just like they have been with Nicole Scherzinger the last few days. And this is a problem that's not exclusive to the Broadway community. Many liberals have become increasingly intolerant. And I'm not a hypocrite. That was me in 2016. But it's 2024. It's not 2016. We have to open our eyes and our ears. We have to really acknowledge the overwhelming majority of Americans voted for Donald Trump. They are not all evil people. Just because they voted for him for whatever reasons they deem to be valid, do not make them bad. I used to think in such a binary way back in 2016, but the country has shifted, and it's because of the Democrats, democratic policies, and democratic ways of thinking. This is a rebuke on that. Even something like New York City had a policy where they were giving illegal immigrants, undocumented migrants, however you want to call them, they were giving them free housing and free money to buy food. A lot of people, even liberals, disagree with that policy decision, disagree with that. Or even, listen, me, they, them, I think, personally, my opinion, and I'm entitled to it, I think that folks that identify as they, them, I think that's ridiculous. Call me woke, though, even though I personally think it's elitist, privileged BS, I will refer to you as they, them. I will respect your wishes. I'm considerate and mindful of others, and I think that we need to be considerate and mindful of others who disagree with us on our opinions. I voted for Kamala Harris. She didn't specify who she voted for in her statement, and that's fine. I don't think Nicole or Zachary Levi or any Trump supporter should be cut out of your life or canceled. Enough of that. We really need to try to find more common ground and heal, I think. It's a lot to digest. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.